going on, guys? So I've had a couple of failures. This is one. This was meant to be a 40 cell 18 650 holder, 40, 48, whatever. The original design is actually by Rhinoa Super Genius, obviously on YouTube. For some reason my printer's printed a raft support underneath it instead of printing it from like the outside in kind of thing, and it's failed because it looks like one of the raft pieces has got up and got tangled, and that's just made a melted mess of everything. I'm not sure why it wanted to make a raft. I'm not sure if anyone else has had that drama with their XYZ printing DaVinci 2.0 Duo. It's a big lot of words to spit out. But that's one of the failures I've had. Another one was, I don't know whether the XYZ print programs chopped them and changed them size wise. They made these little wheels for the little Mini. The little Mini turned out pretty good except for a little bit of separation. I've talked to a few people about that. You just know who you are. Thanks for your help. About keeping the temperature up inside the bed and all that. They don't separate, and giving them a little bit more infill. The wheels are, I'm a bit disappointed in how out of round they are, but more than that, these little axle stubs that they've made to suit them are just completely the wrong size, and they're the wrong width as well. So they're a bit of a fail. What else have I printed? If you didn't see the last couple of videos, this Cooler 18650 TP4056 board. I'm just going to put some terminals in that this afternoon, make that work. M12 Milwaukee battery holder. It's only got a little bit of separation up the top. I did it in ABS. I'm going to try that again in PLA. Same story with that one. I did it with ABS, and I reckon the ambient temperature was just too cold and it caused a bit of tearing. I do have a bit of nature coloured PLA and a bit of green stuff, I think. Yeah, a bit of greeny yellow stuff. We'll have a play with that as well. I can always go to Harvey Norman and get some more PLA. Last night's newest fail was a lesson learned. I should have just done one at a time and we would have been right. I added this one in the clear nature colour. It's going to be like a 40 18650 rack, which stood up nice and tall. As you can see, it's got red all over it, because when I added a second one, I didn't look at the colours that they were. It defaults to the right hand extruder, and the right hand extruder's got red in it at the moment, and the left hand one's got this white colour in it. So it gave me a bit of a trap with these Duo printers by the looks of things. As you see, it's the start of a alright 18650 holder. It started going alright, but you can see the little dags that hang out of the extruder head. So after these couple of failures, I started thinking it's kind of expensive when they stuff up. Or when I stuff them up, whatever. And like, this is the pile of debris that's just sitting in the bottom of the printer, and there's a lot more that's not in the printer that I have pulled out and made messes of. So I'm thinking if I stick with the printing idea, I might have to buy a like a recycler. They're called a There's a few. There's called a protocycler, which has a little muncher you feed all your project bits into, and you can munch them up and then extrude them back into fresh filament. It's obviously cheaper to play with the PLA than the ABS. That being said, I haven't paid for this. Well, this was just a bonus, the ABS that I've got in there, and the PLA I got as bonus as well, so I can't be too upset. But next time I'm going to do one of these with a border. A border as the holder upper, for want of a better word, to build it, and I'm only going to do one at a time. It probably would have been fine if it was one colour and the dags from the other one didn't stick to this white one like they have, and then they knocked the white one over and knocked it down the back, and then it was just printing squiggle into the air because it can't recognise that it's not actually putting it on anything, because all it does is just melt it out. I'm sure there's smarter ones out there that recognise they're not putting anything anyway. It's yeah, that's what happens, I guess. So I'm going to find something else to print now. Oh, there's something I did make that was cool. A drip chip for my mate's vape. That's a cool little skull. So that was a print and win. I had to trim a few long furry bits off the bottom of the chin there. Otherwise it worked pretty well. It doesn't seem to restrict airflow at all. So I guess that's a win. Yeah, I'm quite upset about the Mini, even though it was just a test more than anything, but there's a lot of filament in it for a bit of a cracked result. So keeping the ambient temperature of this room up high enough when I'm doing ABS is a fair priority. I gotta get some more glue stick today as well. I've only got this little one left for the bed. So some of the stuff I've made has come out pretty awesome, and then other bits and pieces not so much. So there you go, that's how I mind the laptop screen. Got my daughter's fingerprints all over it. She likes to think everything's touch screens now. So they're cool 18650 holders because they got bolt together tabs on the outside, so you can see why my idea was there. Make two same time, exact same time, and you put 40 18650s in it and bolt it together. But anyway, I was actually thinking I could print some bolts. I've seen some pictures of nuts, bolts and things like that have been printed, and they look pretty cool, so I'm going to try that at some stage. Being plastic, no issues with insulation or whatever, but we're going to get rid of that one. Press print and see what happens. Go back to normal quality. Brim support. Print. So it's back on the bed a bit. So it's receiving the job. Laptop's a little bit slow because it's actually GPU mining at the moment. So we've put a bit of glue on the deck down the back there. And shut that up and let it do its thing so that it stays nice and warm in there, and hopefully we get a decent job out of it. My LiPo charger came yesterday, and pretty stoked with the little brackets for it. I'm going to make a bunch more of them actually. I want a few more of these LiPo chargers because they're a good way to fast charge USB banks, and this big battery I want to leave a bigger LiPo charger permanently set up out in the shed so that I can discharge these, or bigger, and then just take them in the shed and stick them on a balanced LiPo charger. Once they're discharged, then just charge them for free off the sunshine we got going on there. Maybe you can see them. Just 3 big solar panels up there. 750 watts of solar. But yeah, I'll wait till this starts printing. I'll give you a bit of a look at that, and we'll call it a day. So it's been like a couple of minutes. Oh, I can't focus on it. The light's in the way. There we go. No, still can't focus it. The heating cycle's going. We've got 212 on extruder 1, 210 on extruder 2. Platform's still only just getting up to 70 degrees. So it's taken its time to heat the platform up. Obviously the extruder's a lot smaller, so it's quicker and easier for it to heat, but I don't think I can monitor the... I might be able to on the computer. I can't monitor the temperatures up here. Okay, yeah, I can on the computer. And the backlight's a pain in the ass. Bed temperature is 69 degrees. And 210 and 212 on the extruders. It's building its support up now. But yeah, if we get a good finished product or another fail, either way I'll make a video and let you know how I've gone. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're enjoying some 3D print videos. Hopefully I'll be able to start making some things and helping out with the projects that I am doing. Like, making battery holders and things as such. Just for that, if you got any tips, drop them in the comments below. Much appreciated. It's one of the reasons I love this learning community. And yeah, if you want to know anything about this XYZ printing DaVinci 2.0 Duo, been dual filament. I haven't actually printed anything in dual filament yet, like at the same time. That was separate things, but yeah, apparently it does a pretty neat job. And the store demo they had was like a little frog that this had printed, and he was red and red and white, the colours that are in there. That looked really cool. So we will have a go at printing multiple colours. I am trying to work out a way that I can mount the GoPro up in there out of the way, because I can't have the top door open. I really don't want it open, getting dust and crap in there just in case, and I don't really want the temperature to drop off. I certainly don't normally leave the door open even. There's a big vent in the top roof up there. I might cover that up a little bit just because it's so cold, ambient temperature. It's winter here in Australia, so, and I'm in far southern Australia. But anyhow, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing. I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers!